Hey guys, welcome to this installment of EAP TV. Kelvin Krupiak here, and today we're going to be talking about how you can add hundreds of followers on Instagram a month without spending one single dollar. Here we go. So in the past couple months, I've recently picked up focus on Instagram again. We've been seeing a lot of traction there, and all I want to share with you guys are the things that we've been changing and seeing progress with. The very first thing is consistency and timing. What do I mean by that? I mean develop a consistent theme on your page, deliver it at a consistent time, and you're going to start seeing some better results. If you go and look at the first 20 or so posts on our Instagram profile, you'll see there really wasn't a clear pattern or a consistent theme yet. We were just kind of throwing stuff at the wall and waiting to see what sticks. And that's perfectly fine. When you start out, experiment by all means. Keep throwing stuff at the wall, and what sticks, sticks. And then double down on what works, and that's what we did. If you look at our most recent posts, you'll see it looks like a completely different profile. We've got a well-developed and consistent theme. We're posting at the same time every single day, and we're reaching the largest amount of our audience. Why is timing so important with Instagram? Well, as the old saying goes, if a tree falls in the woods and there's no one around to hear it, you get the idea. Now, there's no real specific rule when it comes to posting on Instagram in terms of the time, but there are some guidelines that you can follow to help figure out and pinpoint what times work best for your account. According to HubSpot, you can post anytime Monday through Thursday except for the 3 to 4 p.m. time frame. That's somewhat of a dead zone in terms of overall Instagram activity. And according to Latergram, you can post on the weekends anytime from 6 a.m. to noon, which is a pretty confined space. Personally, here at EasyAgentPro, we post after 5:30 most days, and on weekends we don't post at all. We're probably going to start getting some more content up on the weekends to see what we can get away with there, but as of right now, we're Monday to Friday after 5:30. Next, we're going to talk about hashtags, and hashtags in general, I avoid on Facebook. I only use 1 to 2 on Twitter occasionally. Most of the time, agents fall into this pitfall of using way too many hashtags, and their posts can come across as spam. Avoid that on other networks, but Instagram is the one place you can actually get away with this sort of thing. On Instagram, you can actually get away with anywhere from 9 to 11, upwards towards 15 and even 20 hashtags, depending on your goal. So if you go and look at our Instagram right now, you'll see that we're using 20 total hashtags on each post. We like to copy and paste them. I put them in the text editor, I save them for later, and I just put them into every single post. That way you don't have to type them out every single time. It's important that you get a balance of broad hashtags as well as more narrow focused hashtags. It's kind of like keywords with Google. You're gonna have more success and more immediate engagement with those smaller volume hashtags than you will with the larger volume hashtags. For instance, you'll see things like real estate, and that's going to be upwards of 4 million posts that you're trying to compete with. And then you'll see things like real estate broker, which is going to be scaled down to right around 85,000 posts currently in its post volume. That's a really big difference, and using a combination of both is where you're going to see a really good balance in terms of the engagement for each individual picture on Instagram. Finally, and I can't stress this one enough, step up your picture game. We had to up the quality of our photos dramatically. If you look at, again, the first 20 or so photos on our profile, we were just throwing things together real quick, and they just weren't that engaging. And so recently, we've really upped the quality of photo we're putting up there. If you don't have time to take your own photos, then use a stock service that provides high quality photos for free. If you're not sure where to find free stock photos, I'm gonna have a list linked right down below, and that'll definitely help you up your picture quality. If you do have time to go take your own photos, I would highly suggest that you do that. Your smartphone will take some really high quality images, and getting those up on Instagram is going to make a world of difference. Pairing those two things together with a tool like Canva or PixArt, which is something you can use on your phone or on your desktop, is going to make a big difference as well. The sizing of the images is important. You want to have some text on there in a nice uniform way. Canva and PixArt are going to be your go-to tools to actually start creating some more visually engaging images. Okay, so let's recap. Consistency and timing, hashtags, visually appealing images. Those are the three things that you really need to be worrying about. That's all it is. I was really surprised with how easy it was to develop a consistent system at adding followers to our Instagram profile. And now we're actually seeing around 200 hits a month to our website from Instagram alone. And we've actually had a couple leads and conversions from Instagram. So very excited to see where this thing goes. And we're gonna have another video up in the future that's gonna detail the ad capabilities of Instagram. Instagram is owned by Facebook, if you didn't already know that, which means that their ad metrics have become much more useful to agents like yourself. So stay tuned for that video and for the rest of our posts this week, guys. I'll talk to you soon. Have a good one.